Hello guys. This is Brombo here. I'm back once again with another video. This time around we're gonna do something a little bit different. So if you're new here, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. If you are an existing user, don't forget to like the video as well and share your comments. Anything else that you want me to share. So today we are going to be dealing with volatilities, and I know a lot of you have been sending comments before that you want videos on volatility. So I just thought let me share a setup that I sent this week about V75, the pair which I know some people avoid, some people they like trading, but it is what it is. All right, so let's get into it. So here is the V75 chart that is open here, and I'm just gonna quickly pop up the setup which I had anticipated on V75. So as you can see, this is the 4-hour chart on V75, and my anticipation was that we are going to have a sell setup down there, and then from there we are going to have a buy around this zone or around this zone or whatever is going to go, but around that area, whether it's this area or that area there. So this is the setup, and I did share that those who want to sell, they might as well sell. But if you are afraid, as you all know, that volatilities, they do wipe your account very easily. So it was good to wait for the buy setup. Now, so what we're going to briefly discuss is the reason why I suggested that this is a buy setup. As you can see right here, it's actually on the 200 EMA right there at that particular moment, and from there you will see that it actually fell down up to the exact same point that I had marked there on my box, as you can see at the end of that green candle there, and then it started rising up. So proof once again, this is the sell setup. I just created this channel so that people can see that here things that we post, we do trade them. So this is the setup for the sell. We entered on 5 minutes, 1 minute time frame. So it pushed all the way down to that point, and then this is the buy when it started going up. Just hold on a second. This is the buy right there when it started going up exactly in that same point. All right, so now let's go back to the chart and discuss why we said this was gonna be a buy. All right, so first thing you need to do when you get to a chart is to find out what are the higher time frames saying about a pair, where is the pair really going, and basically we say that is a top-down analysis. So if you go to, say, for starters, W1 time frame, there is really not much to see. You know about these indices and volatilities, there's really not much information that you can refer to on the left hand side. But looking at this, you can clearly see that the market is in a sell, which is a sell that has been happening for a very long time. And those who know V75, there's always been buying. So when you actually see a big peak like this one on a W1 time frame, that's really a very good sell, such that it actually took pretty much 2 years, yeah, almost 2 years. So this whole year it was forming, and half of this year, that's when it started going down, and entries were somewhere there. And I know most probably no one catched this. We all know how V75 is like, all right? But all right, so how did I arrive to this buy? So when we go down to the D1 time frame, again on the D1 time frame, there isn't any much information that we can see except that the market is actually on a sell, and we can see that with how it was breaking previous lows, going on the downside and also printing lower highs as well. That showing us that the market was actually going down. But if you go further to the lower time frames, now remember, when a higher time frame is actually on a sell, for example, W1, D1 can actually be on a sell, but smaller time frames can be doing something different. And the reason why they do something different is to try and give momentum to price, so that when they turn around and go the same direction with higher time frames, the price will have a bigger momentum to go that direction. All right, so from the 4-hour time frame, we now start to see something different. Okay, so I don't want you to focus on this move right here, because this was not there. All right, this was not there. I showed you from the picture, the market was right here on the 200 EMA 4-hour, and we said our buy is gonna be at this point right here. So right, if I move this chart to the left hand side, this means all I could see was that. Now, having seen this, all right, my anticipation will be that there is something definitely going on in the 1-hour time frame. So from the 4-hour time frame, all of a sudden the market started to print higher lows, and it's unfortunate, or rather fortunate, that I found the market at that point there. So that clearly showed me that we've been breaking previous swing highs and swing lows. All right, so swing lows have been broken, and now we've broken even 2 swing highs, and that gave me a thought that this really should be a buy. All right, because the market can't just erase the previous highs just like that and as if it's nothing. If I put a line from here, if I'm just going to put a shorter line somewhere there, you can see right there that was broken. Again, that was broken. So now at this stage, I haven't even counted levels, because we're going to get to that. All right, I'm only focusing on swing highs and swing lows. That one there is not broken, but that doesn't matter, because I already have got 2 that are broken. Even if I have 1, it still doesn't matter. The market, on the other hand, is actually printing for me new lows and new highs. All right, so it's printing new lows and new highs. I'm pretty sure everybody, whatever strategy that you use, you already know what are swing highs and swing lows, what swing highs and swing lows are. You already know this. There's no need for me to teach you that. That's how the market actually moves. All right, so it's already printing higher lows and higher highs. All right, and then at the same time, it has taken out 2 of the previous swing highs, or swing lower highs, whichever you want to call it. So the market is right here, and I thought to myself, all right, so if the market is right here and it is also at a 200 EMA, definitely the market will have to react at this point. It will have to react. So how is it going to react? I'm expecting some certain pullback, and then we continue this SPY. Why? Because we have seen that there is a peak formation which has been formed here, and we have seen a rise and a consolidation and another rise. All right, but these are 1-hour levels. These are not 4-hour levels, but I can actually see them from the 4-hour. This is what I was seeing. So then I thought to myself, let me go to the 1-hour and start counting my levels. So these are things that you need to look out for when you are analyzing volatilities or any other pair. Now, the next thing, I get to the 1-hour, and 1-hour, what strikes my eye is the peak is so clear. All right, clear peak, and that confirms my level 3. Then I have a sharp move to the upside, that confirms my first ADR. All right. And then I have some consolidation. Okay. And then after the consolidation, I have a second squeeze to the upside. Now that confirms my second ADR. Now, what's going to happen? Remember what I said, the market will always respect previous highs and lows. So expecting my pullback, because I'm still in the second level and I finished the day in the second level. So I'm in the Asian session right there and I'm expecting a buy. Where do I expect the market to start buying? Number one, I will wait for a setup. Number two, where do I expect the setup? I expect the setup to appear on the last high that has been printed right there. Last high, because this is the high that was printed by the market, but surely a setup cannot appear right there. They would definitely pull back, as I've said, from the 4-hour. So where I expect the pullback to end around that area there, because there is a reason why the market reacted in that spot there. But I'm not just going to jump in the market. I will wait until I see a setup happen. All right. So this is then what happened. When you go to the 15 minutes time frame, you will see that the market then printed a very nice setup. I've never seen a beautiful W as this one. Now, this showed me price rejection, first leg. This showed me the second leg. Now, let's look at what the TDI is saying. Now, if I pull the TDI, all right, TDI showed me a very nice W as well. First leg on the shark fin right there. All right. Second leg inside the boundary right there. So where am I gonna enter? It's either I take it on the boundary, which is a little bit scary, or I take it as soon as the market crosses the market baseline. This is the safest spot. Now, where is the price when it crosses the market baseline? I'm just gonna put it anyway and then drag it to right there. You realize something. Every time the market price line crosses the market baseline, this is exactly the candle that closes above the 13 EMA. All right, now let's look for it right there. Right there. It's not accurate. Right there. Yeah, right there. Now it looks very accurate. This is where I took my buy with a very small lot size, V75. All right. Now, expecting a buy, and my target on the buy was these previous highs. So I expected the market to stop right here or right there. So either on that previous low or on that previous high. That's where I expected the market to stop. But guess what? Deriv was in for a surprise and he had to stop right there. So you can actually use previous highs and lows as your targets. All right, you can actually use them as your targets, because I expected him to close from there and start to form a new setup. But also watching my EMAs, I was waiting for the 800 also to cross over with the 200. Remember what that means? 800 and 200 crossover simple means a peak is being formed, and in most cases it is the first leg of the peak. Right now, that is exactly what I was expecting. This is how I arrived to the sell. Okay. Now I'm just gonna clear everything that I put in back there because I want to show you something. Okay, we're gonna get back to where price is or where it's supposed to go, because I'm pretty sure everybody wants to know that. All right, now about the sell, this one was more of a scalping thing. Reason being, you do not know where the dealer is going to end up, so you are taking your chances. First things first, the dealer forms the high of the Asian session there, and then it decides to go down. All right, he comes back and gives me that kind of rejection of price there, and I took a small lot size there because I wanted to build equity into my account, waiting for the buy setup. All right, took the sell from there. Dealer went down. I was celebrating. Next thing, he comes back up, and I'm like, this is gonna take me out. You know, emotions, they play around with me sometimes as well. It happens to everyone. Always know that. All right, but anyways, you need to keep them in check. If you're sure of what you are doing, you just need to wait until your stop loss is hit. Now, good thing is, the dealer never went away. All he did was just to extend with a wick on that section. That's all that it did. And as soon as I saw the red candle print out there, whilst I'm watching my TDI should be your friend, guys, I knew that I was winning. Now look at this. First leg, same thing every time. Shark fin there. Might not be as big, but right there. That's your shark fin, first leg. Even if I put it on the other side, that's where you're gonna see it, but the whole thing there is the first leg, all right? Second leg, this one gets interesting on the MBL right there. This is why I took it from there. But the dealer pushed the price down and came back again. So I had my fingers crossed. Remember, I said emotions played with me a little bit because I was expecting the market to bounce for the second time. And that's the exact same thing that the market did. Now, after bouncing for the second time, I took the setup on the first bounce instead. And when it bounced for the second time, I knew that we are now going to go on a sell mode. But also keeping in check that this is not the overall direction of the market. So if it had happened that the market wanted to do a straight away, it was going to take me out. But the good thing about this was I saw on the 4-hour time frame that market is so exhausted, it wants to turn around. And so it is also on a previous high, like I shown you here. So where is it going to turn to? It is here. All right. Yeah, right there on a previous high and a previous low as well. So I really expected the market to react there. Some people call this demand and supplies, and trust me, they do work, but that doesn't mean that if you see the market gets there and you start to put a position. No, you need to look at other things as well. But this is how I expected the sell to turn out. And for a short time, then I took a buy. Now, I hope you guys are getting this, and I'm gonna make another video on a different setup as well that I also shared. Just keep an eye on it. But anyways, this is how you trade volatilities. It's so easy, guys. You can take the same knowledge that you have and put it in there. All you need, number one, let the setup come to you. Let the setup appear. See the setup. Then keep your emotions in check. Everything else is gonna be okay. Thank you, guys. I'll see you on the next video.